Hi everyone, welcome to this card making tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at using the Anna Griffin Fretwork die, which is the Celtic knot. I'd like to show you how I've used it and how adaptable it really is. When I first got it, I thought, oh, what can I do with that? Had a little play with it and this is what I've come up with. You're going to need to die cut it 6 times out of whatever colour that you're using. So I'm using all cream and white today. So I'm going to start off with using a 7x7 base card with a die cut with a matten layer on the top, which is one of the Anna Griffin papers. So I'm going to go ahead and matten layer that onto the card front. The other thing you're going to need is a sentiment stamp. So we shall look at the sentiment stamp that I've used. So that's our card front, like so, with our layer on. I've die cut 3 squares, all in cream card, and I've also stamped a sentiment on one of them. The sentiment I've stamped is "Happy are those who dream." These are Anna Griffin stamps and I've used a brown stays on ink pad. Round the edge of each of the layers I've also added pearl drops. It wouldn't be me if I didn't add the pearls. So they all marry up and make a good nested layer, like so. I've gone ahead and added 3D foam on the back of them just to save us a little bit of time. So, putting those to one side for the moment, what we've got are 6 die cut fretwork layers. One of the layers you will cut in half, in fact 2 of them, sorry. You will cut 2 of them in half and then snip away the majority of the centre, leaving like a pointed heart. Can you see that against? So if you snip the majority of the centre away and leave yourself that shape, and you want 4 of those from the fretwork die. So then we've got 4 of the full size, and what we're going to do is we're going to lay these onto the card diagonally to make a diamond shape. So I'm only going to use a little bit of glue on the edges of the die, just in the places that I know it won't be seen, and we're going to go around the card and add the die cutting to form a diamond. So I shall just do this as quick as I can, but I want them to stick, I don't want them to pop up. When you get to the corner they might cross over a little bit, which is fine. Just press them down to make them hold. Turn my card round just so that I can see what I'm doing. So we'll just add a little bit of glue onto this one, like so. Again, following the pattern, so it's forming the diamond in the middle. You can see it's starting to take shape now. So the last one, I'll just add the glue on the edges, like so. So that meets there, like that. Don't worry if they start curling up, because you can always go back and add a little bit of glue just underneath it so that it will hold itself, like so. So I'll turn it back so that I can see what I'm doing. So I'll just add a little bit on that section there. don't worry too much because we've got something that's going to go over the edges anyway. So now we've got the diamond in the middle. We're going to look at putting our sentiments in. So if you remember, we've matted and cut the 3 layers with a stamp on the top layer, and these are going to go in the centre of the actual dies that we've just made the diamond shape with. So I shall peel the back of the foam off the first layer and add that into the centre. Now it covers up the edges of the fretwork die that's in the middle where you've added the glue. Press that down. Don't worry too much if they are popping up, because as I say, we've got something that's going to go over those anyway. So now we're going to go with layer 2. I'm using for this 80-gram paper, funnily enough. I'm not using thick card, it's just an 80-gram paper. This is the paper that when I make all the ivory and cream flowers, I normally use that for this. So even the stamped layer I've used on paper rather than card for this. So we've built up the middle with our sentiment like so. So next what I've done is I've taken the card and the paper that I've used, and I've made 8 daisies. I've got 4 ivory ones and 4 white and ivory. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 4 ivory daisies around the edge, and this is why I said don't worry too much about the edges popping up. So we're going to place the flowers on the edge like so, all the way around. There we go. Then the die cuts that we've cut to the shape of, it's like a Celtic heart really, like a Celtic knot heart style. We're going to add these, and I'm going to add them in the corners like so. And I'm going to add one in all 4 corners. Little bit of glue at the end just to make sure that it sits nicely like so. Oops. Again, don't worry too much about sticking it down because we've got the other 4 daisies that are going to go on the top of these, so it's just a little bit of glue where you can like so, and this dries clear anyway, does this glue, so you won't see it when it's all dry and finished. Last one, a little bit on the edge like so, and pop that one in the corner like that. Okay, so last but not least, we've got 4 white daisies, and we're literally just going to pop those on top of our corners like so, and that will hold the corner die in shape as well like so. And that's it, finished. I think that looks really pretty, and I'm really pleased with it, and I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time.